We're well and truly into autumn now, and our garden is looking sadder than a millennial who didn't get an Oasis or Coldplay ticket. A prime example is our climbing frame, which we made out of an old greenhouse for our cucumbers, which first of all, the summer was so bad they didn't even climb, so they didn't get very far, and yeah, it's just a bit sad, isn't it? If we take a look around the rest of the garden, you'll see it's very much the same all around. Everything is overdue to come out, but our busy schedules haven't allowed us to do anything for weeks on end. So today is the day we're going to try and sort through loads of stuff, maybe plant a few bits, but I think the main priority is getting this sad garden looking a little bit happier and ready for autumn and winter.
First job on today's to-do list is to cut the grass and try and fix the board bits.
If you're new around here, we're Danny and Joanna, and we started this project this year to see if we could grow any of our own food with the intention of being able to be more self-sufficient and moving to our Bulgarian house, which we bought back in April, and becoming full-time homesteaders.
I'm just trying to get rid of all the grass clippings. As you can see, it's looking pretty bad, much worse than I anticipated actually.
So with having a dog, the fake grass was a bad choice because it absolutely stunk and gets too hot in the summer. And now real grass has also been a bad choice because the dog weed kills the grass. So if anyone has any better suggestions of what we can do with this space, considering the dog, please let us know. We don't know what to do. Now that Danny's taken out all his anger on the hedge, we're going to start taking things apart bed by bed, and starting by this one here. I'll also talk you through what's happened over the summer, what worked, what didn't work. Let's get it all tidied up.
Big butternut squash didn't work.
Nothing.
Not a single squash. So it's getting minced up into the compost. And I don't know if any of that stuff can be composted, but as we're looking at potentially moving to Bulgaria next year, most likely we're not going to be using this compost, so we're just using it as a green bin for now. If some of you have been watching our channel, you might know that we bought a house in Bulgaria, and if you don't know, you can watch this video here where we actually filmed the house that we purchased for £5,000 or £7,000, one or the other. Jonas actually found a little squash.
Yeah, so we planted 2 plants and they took over most of the garden. Didn't start getting any of the little fruits until probably end of August, which is way too late anyway, and none of them were pollinating. I did leave them to give them a chance, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. Rubbish. We're going to leave marigolds here for now because we know slugs love marigolds, so it might keep them away from all our outdoor veg that we've got going on at the moment. And if there's still any bees hanging around, maybe they want some marigold pollen?
Nectar.
Nectar? I don't know. So those can stay for now.
Whilst John is finishing off this raised bed, I think I'm going to take this fly screen off because the weather's getting a bit colder now. I don't think we're going to be getting many flies trying to go in and out. And as you can see, it's kind of looking a bit tired in this right corner here in the bottom. And I think I know why. Ada, who's at the door? Is he your friend? Is he your friend? As you can see, it fits perfectly.
As I said earlier, we didn't have the most success with all our veg this year. We think because of the really cold and wet summer. So I had 3 aubergines outside, not one single aubergine. So one there, one here, and one over there. And even though they grew to a reasonable size, absolutely nothing. So I think aubergines are more suited to warmer environments. So the ones in the greenhouse, we did get a few off. Well, we only had 1 plant. And the year before, I had one outside. The summer was a bit warmer, and I did get 1 aubergine. So I think aubergines in the greenhouse is the way forward for those. We're going to leave our dahlia in the ground for now. I need to have a little look at how it works, of what you're meant to do with it, because I think you overwinter them inside or something like that. All these marigolds around will stay. And this sunflower looks very sad. I don't know if you remember when it was in full bloom, and I was going to leave it to dry, and we were going to obviously get some sunflower seeds off it. But the pigeons look like they've had a great snack meal They've had a great time and there's absolutely no seeds left, so that can come out and go straight into the compost as well. I've also got, I think that's a lettuce, which has gone to seed. So let's start sorting this out. Aubergine number 3, which has only just started getting some flowers on, and now it's October. I think that's the end of that. I don't know what's going on here, it's a mess. Ah! This was chamomile, which we've just Googled is an annual plant but could self-seed itself potentially if it's a mild climate. I don't know if we live in a mild climate, so we'll see if it appears next year, but for now it can come out. We took off lots of flowers to make tea. It was a really nice smelling plant as well in the garden. Bees loved it. Where is, oh, it's stuck in the path, that's why. It still smells really nice. And we've got loads of marigolds and some flowers, and I don't remember what they were, but I started from seed. And they were definitely only for the summer season, so they're all done. Right, so two sad, very sad looking cucumber trellis. So last year we had great success with cucumbers and didn't know what we were doing, and about 5 plants took over the garden. And this year we thought, because we learnt that they climb, we'll go up and over this archway, just, you know, make good use of our space going vertically. But they only got to about here, and I can say we probably had less than 20 cucumbers, so it was a bit sad this year. Better luck next year, I guess. But let's start to get rid, and then we're going to take this down further for the winter.
The lights that we put in here so we can sit at night time.
In the rain?
In the rain and the cold. We use them twice. And they're going in for the winter. Nice. And that is one of the reasons why we're moving.
Because it's still 30 degrees out there. Not sure where to start with this. You hold that.
I'll hold that. Oh, I think I cable tied it all, so that's like one piece at the minute.
Can you just go under the pergola then?
Let me see if I put cable ties here. No, I think that should come out. I have cable tied it.
Of course you have.
For now, careful with the lights.
Yes.
Ugh, you see that squash tomato? This is our micro pond situation, and it's totally not a bucket that we forgot upright and then it got filled up by rainwater.
We should probably just tip it.
I will, but where?
Oh, the back. Over here we had our normal courgette, which did quite well this year. As everyone says, courgettes aren't too hard to grow, so we had a fair few courgettes. And tomato here and on the other side, I don't know if you can see that. And they were all right, but it probably wasn't the best use of space having tomatoes outside in this climate, because they just don't, there's not enough heat for them to ripen or get a decent size. So again, same as aubergines, maybe tomatoes are just better off in the greenhouse, full stop. Right, so this guy's coming out. I just got one courgette off that was looking good. The rest are looking very mouldy and no more flowers, so it's done. It baffles me for such a big plant. That's the only bit of root. It's stuck to something. Pull it. Containers have been great for us to add extra growing space to our garden because we don't have any more space for raised beds.
And the final bit of our garden is the greenhouse, which we need to deal with. Over here we have some tomato plants that look like they're finished now, so we're just gonna chop them at the base rather than pull them from the roots, because at the bottom we have some spinach growing, and John has planted some winter veg, I think it's like swede and things like that. So we're not going to disturb the soil much, we're just going to snip the tomatoes at the base and we're going to leave the roots to rot in the soil. But first I'm going to start by taking these pak choys out, because I don't want to damage them and I don't want to get told off. These are one of the more successful pak choys we've planted this year. We've tried earlier in the year as well, but I think it was a bit too hot for them, so they went to seed pretty quickly and we didn't manage to get a great harvest. But pak choy is one of those vegetables that are great in stir fries, and we eat a lot of stir fries, so we can never have enough pak choy.
We've had enough of tidying up for today. Everything always takes so much longer than you think, but I think we've made really good progress on the garden, which we'll show you in a sec. And join us next time, whenever that might be, where we're going to be filling all the gaps with winter veg and things like that. And also, if you could give us a few suggestions for our very sad looking grass patch, we would very much appreciate it. But for now, we need to try and squeeze all of that stuff into an already full compost bin. So wish us luck, and we'll see you next time.